I just start over 23 when they come back. I think it might be the laptop. You don't think so?
No, it's not that laptop.
And ain't nothing wrong with that. The laptop, ain't no you learn that, you know?
No.
Cook. Shalom, shalom, sister Miss Rob One Love. Yeah. Is I'm on air? Is I'm live yet? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Miss? Okay, yeah. All right. I'm gonna wait a few more minutes and then I'm gonna get back started. I had internet problem again. Always something. Okay. I'm just gonna start over 23. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna wait a few more minutes till the other brothers and sisters get on live, and then I can get back started again.
Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 1. Woe be unto the pastures that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture.
It said, woe be unto the pastor, trouble to the preachers, all these Christian leaders, these preachers, pastors.
Saith Yahweh.
Yahweh said it.
Therefore thus saith Yahweh Elohim of Israel against the pastures that feed my people.
And he against these pastors and these preachers that feed his people lies. Tell it, mean feed the people, mean tell them lies about the New Testament. All this, but you got to have the New Testament to go with the Old Testament, all these lies. He against them people.
Ye have scattered my flock.
And they have scattered his flock. They ain't told the children of Israel the truth. They had scattered from Methodist, Catholic, Presbyterian, Jehovah's, and all these different religions.
And driven them away.
And you driven them away from him. They done forgot all about Yahweh. Now all they talking about is JC, Hamashiach, and Yahshua, Allah, Buddha, all these strange gods. They done forgot about Yah and talking about everybody else God. Read.
And have not visited them.
And you ain't went back and told them the truth. You still lying to them. You ain't went back and visited and told them the truth that I was a lie, I was wrong, I'm sorry. There ain't no such thing as the New Testament. Sunday is not the Sabbath day. You got to keep all the laws. You ain't went back and told them none of that. Read.
Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doings.
And that's evil when these people out here preaching lies. The preachers is telling all the people that it's evil. The Almighty say he gonna visit you, man. He gonna bust your head.
Saith Yahweh.
Yahweh said he gonna do it.
And I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all countries whither I have driven them.
Yahweh the one put us in captivity. He gonna get the remnant out of there, out of all the country where he's driven us.
And will bring them again to their folds.
And bring them again to their folds.
And they shall be fruitful and increase.
We're gonna be fruitful and increase when we get back to Jerusalem, the Holy Land.
And I will set up shepherds over them which shall feed them.
He gonna set up shepherds like Moses, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Noah, shepherds over them that's gonna tell you the whole truth and nothing but the truth. And they ain't gonna be talking about nobody but Yahweh. They ain't gonna be talking about nobody else. The real shepherds. Read.
And they shall fear no more, nor be dismayed.
Nor be dismayed.
Neither shall they be lacking.
That's right. We ain't gonna be lacking. We ain't short, not have nothing.
Saith Yahweh.
Yeah.
Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that I will raise unto David a righteous branch.
And in them times and in them days when we get back to the land, he's gonna raise them to David, not no Yahshua.
And a king shall reign and prosper.
David gonna be the king, and he gonna reign and prosper.
And shall execute judgment and justice in the earth.
He gonna execute justice and judgment in the earth. David, nobody else. Read.
In his days Judah shall be saved.
Then Judah will be saved.
And Israel shall dwell safely.
And Israel gonna dwell safely.
And this is his name whereby he shall be called Yahweh our righteousness.
That's right.
Therefore, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that they shall no more say, Yahweh liveth, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
We ain't gonna say that no more.
But Yahweh liveth, which brought up and which led the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country.
Out of the north countries.
And from all countries whither I have driven them.
All the countries where he has driven the Israelites, he's gonna put them there, he's gonna get them.
And they shall dwell in their own land.
What do own land mean? He ain't talking about Chicago, Memphis, St. Louis, or Detroit. He say own land, talking about Jerusalem. The Holy Land is over in the Middle East. Okay, let's go to Jeremiah 31. Let's start at the 7th verse.
Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 7. For thus saith Yahweh, sing with gladness for Jacob, and shout among the chief of the nations. Publish ye, praise ye, and say, O Yahweh, save thy people, the remnant of Israel.
Save the people, the remnant of Israel. Like I said, Yahweh the only one can save the Israel, the Hebrew, the Israelites, the remnant. We can say whoever, but he can definitely save the remnant. Read.
Behold, I will bring them from the north country.
Gonna bring them, the remnant from the north country.
and will gather them from the coast of the earth,
He gonna gather the remnant from the coast of the earth.
and with them the blind and the lame,
With the blind and the lame, Stephen, one of the people that can't see and that's crippled,
the woman with child, and her that travaileth with child together.
women with children.
A great company shall return thither.
A great company shall return thither.
They shall come with weeping,
They gonna be weeping, crying.
and with supplications will I lead them.
He gonna lead them. That's right.
I will cause them to walk by the rivers of waters in a straight way, wherein they shall not stumble.
Ain't gonna stumble when you're walking through the rivers.
For I am a father to Israel,
He said he a father to us.
and Ephraim is my
And
firstborn.
Ephraim is his firstborn.
Hear the word of Yahweh, all ye nations,
Hear the word, talking about everybody. All you nations, hear the word of Yahweh.
and declare it in the isles afar off, and say, He that scattered Israel will gather him,
The Yahweh scattered Israel, and he gonna be the one that's gonna gather Israel.
and keep him as a shepherd doeth his flock.
And just like a shepherd do his flock, he gonna keep them.
For Yahweh hath redeemed Jacob,
He delivered Jacob.
and ransomed him from the hand of him that was stronger than he.
And we know the Gentile is stronger than us. So he got to be talking about us.
Therefore they shall come and sing in the height of
We're
Zion,
gonna sing in the height of Zion.
and shall flow together to the goodness of Yahweh.
And Zion is in Jerusalem, nowhere else. Read.
For wheat, and for wine, and for oil, and for the young of the flock and of the herd, and their soul shall be as a watered garden, and they shall not sorrow any more at all.
We ain't gonna be sorrowful no more at all. This gonna be happy time.
Then shall the virgin rejoice in the dance, both young men and old together.
The old and the young and the virgin gonna dance together.
For I will turn their mourning into joy,
Hey, gonna go from poor to riches.
and will comfort them,
He gonna comfort us.
and make them rejoice from their sorrow.
And gonna be glad we done left the United States and we back at home. We gonna be glad to get up out of here, cause we ain't gonna have nothing but good times and no bad times. Everything gonna be 100. You gonna live long. You ain't gonna be sick. You ain't gonna be this. You ain't gonna be that. You ain't gonna be worried about nothing. You gonna have a ball every day, all day. Read.
And I will satiate the soul of the priests with fatness, and my people shall be satisfied with my goodness, saith Yahweh.
Yahweh say that remnant, when we get back home, we're gonna be satisfied with his goodness, boy, and his goodness is due forever. You can't imagine how you're gonna be living when you get back with that remnant, get back to the Holy Land. And the remnant is the people that don't believe in the New Testament. That's what the remnant is. Anybody that believes the New Testament is not part of that remnant. They're a lie. Read.
Thus saith Yahweh,
Does everywhere I showed you, Yahweh talking. Ain't nobody talking but Yah.
a voice was heard in Ramah, lamentation and bitter weeping. Rahel weeping for her children, refused to be comforted for her children, because
they were
not. Thus saith Yahweh, refrain thy voice from weeping,
Stop crying.
and thy eyes from tears,
Stop crying.
for thy work shall be rewarded,
You're gonna be rewarded.
saith Yahweh, and they shall come again from the land of the enemy,
Coming out of the land of the enemy.
and there is hope in thy end,
They're hoping you're in.
saith Yahweh,
Yahweh said it.
that thy children shall come again to their own border,
Children going back to their own border. That's talking about Jerusalem, your own border, not no United States. Okay, let's go to Amos 5. Still talking about that remnant. Amos 5 and 14.
Amos chapter 5, verse 14. Seek good and not evil, that ye may live. And so Yahweh, the Elohim of hosts, shall be with you, as ye have spoken.
That's right, just like he said he gonna do.
Hate the evil and love the good, and establish judgment in the gate. It may be that Yahweh Elohim of hosts will be gracious unto the remnant of Joseph.
The remnant of Joseph, even the remnant of Joseph going back. That's what the book is saying. Okay, go to Michael. Micah chapter 2, verse 12.
Micah chapter 2, verse 12. I will surely assemble, O Jacob, all of thee. I will surely gather the remnant of Israel.
He gonna gather the remnant of Israel.
I will put them together as the sheep of Bozrah, as the flock in the midst of their fold. They shall make great noise by reason of the multitude of men. The breaker is come up before them. They have broken up and have passed through the gate and are gone out by it. And their king shall pass before them, and Yahweh on the head of them.
Yahweh gonna be the head, and David gonna be our king. That's what the book said. Okay, go to 5 and 7. So Micah 5 and 7.
Micah chapter 5, verse 7. And the remnant of Jacob shall be in the midst of many people as they do from Yahweh, as the showers upon the grass, that tarrieth not for man, nor waited for the sons of men. And the remnant of Jacob shall be among the Gentiles in the midst of many people, as a lion among the beasts of the forest.
See, the remnant gonna be among the Gentiles. We are the remnant right now in the United States among the Gentiles. Read.
As a young lion among the flocks of sheep, who, if he go through, both tread it down and tear it in pieces, and none can deliver.
Can't nobody deliver you but Yah.
Thy hand shall be lifted up upon thy adversaries,
Boy, the adversary, your enemies.
and all thy enemies shall be cut off.
All the enemies gonna be cut off. The messed over the remnant of Israel.
And it shall come to pass in that day, saith Yahweh, that I will cut off thy horses out of the midst of thee,
Talking about they battleships and they rockets and planes and all this old mess.
and I will destroy thy chariots,
Gonna destroy their tanks and all that kind of stuff. Compare their tanks to chariots and stuff.
and I will cut off the cities of thy land,
All these big cities gonna cut them off.
and throw down all thy strongholds.
All your strongholds, your navy, your army, your what's the name of the mother? Navy, army, and what?
Air Force.
Air Force. And what's the other one? Navy, Air Force, Army, Marines. Read.
And I will cut off witchcrafts out of thy hand,
Cause y'all sure believe in voodoo and witchcraft down in Louisiana. You're gonna cut all that off.
and thou shalt have no more soothsayers,
You ain't gonna have no psychics telling you, oh, it's gonna do this tomorrow, or you gonna do this. Give me this, and I'll show you your future and all that little junk. That's gonna be some junk. Ain't gonna be no more of that. Read.
thy
Going down to Louisiana, black magic, mojos, and all that kind of stuff. Almighty gonna cut all that off. Read.
thy graven images also will I cut off,
He gonna cut that New Testament off, because there ain't nothing but a graven image. That dude that's on the cross, that y'all say died for your sins, and he the only big guy. He gonna cut all the Almighty gonna get rid of all that junk.
and thy standing images out of the midst of thee,
And the one you got stand up over in the corner, talking about that's who you bow down to.
and thou shalt no more worship the work of thy hands,
You ain't gonna worship the work of nobody else's hand, something that somebody else made.
and I will pluck up thy groves out of the midst of thee.
That's right.
So will I destroy thy cities,
He gonna destroy you in New York, Chicago, California, Texas, and all them cities.
and I will execute vengeance and anger and fury upon the heathen,
Up on the Gentile, the one that did that remnant wrong, y'all got to pay. The ones that run around here doing it, you better treat the Hebrew Israelites right. Because boy, this gonna happen to you if you don't. What he gonna do? Read that verse again, that 15.
and I will execute vengeance and anger and fury upon the heathen,
Yahweh said he gonna do this.
such as they have not heard.
And you ain't heard nothing like this before. What the Almighty gonna put on you for messing over his people. Okay, that was Michael. Let's go to Zechariah. Zechariah 8. Okay, yeah, 8. Zechariah 8:1.
Zechariah chapter 8, verse 1. Again, the word of Yahweh of hosts came to me, saying, Thus saith Yahweh of hosts,
Yahweh talking again.
I was jealous for Zion with great jealousy, and I was jealous for her with great fury.
That's right.
Thus saith Yahweh, I am returned unto
He
Zion,
returned to Zion,
and will dwell in the midst of Jerusalem,
the midst of Jerusalem, not nowhere else, Jerusalem.
and Jerusalem shall be called a city of truth,
Jerusalem, the only city is going to be called the city of truth, not nowhere else, only Jerusalem. Read.
and the mountain of Yahweh of hosts, the holy mountain.
The holy mountain.
Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, there shall old men and old women dwell in the streets of Jerusalem,
All old men and old women in Jerusalem, not nowhere else.
and every man with his staff in his hand for very age.
Every man with his staff in his hand. That's what he's talking about this here. Every man with his staff. Read.
And the streets of the city shall be full of boys and girls playing in the streets thereof.
Ain't going to be full of kids. Ain't going to be no more abortions and miscarriages and all that junk. That's over with. Read.
Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, if it be marvelous in the eyes of the remnant of this people in these days,
Of the who?
remnant
Of the remnant. The book popping it. Read. Of the remnant. Read.
of this people in these days, should it also be marvelous in my eyes, saith Yahweh of hosts.
That's right.
Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, behold, I will save my people from the east country.
He gonna save who? The remnant. He gonna save his people from where?
From the east country.
He gonna save you from the east countries
and from the west country.
and from the west countries.
And I will bring them, and they shall dwell in the midst of Jerusalem.
In the midst of what?
They shall dwell in the midst of Jerusalem.
All the midst of Jerusalem, not New York, not Chicago, not Florida. And see, all through this book is talking about Jerusalem. Start over, read that again, because I love that.
And I will bring them.
I will bring them, meaning this ain't happened yet. This in the future. This is finna come. Ain't happened yet, because he said he gonna bring them.
And they shall dwell in the midst of Jerusalem.
Right now we dwell in the midst of the United States. We ain't in no Jerusalem. And them people over there, they're a lie. They ain't the chosen one. They apostles. The real deal is in the United States. Judah. Read.
And they shall be my people.
And when we get back to Jerusalem, we gonna be his people.
And I will be their Elohim.
And he gonna be our God. Elohim and God is synonymous with one another. Same word. Read.
In truth and in righteousness.
And in truth and in righteousness. Ain't gonna be no such thing as no New Testament, no Yahshua, no Hamashiach, no going to church, no pork chops, no chillings, no none of that. Ain't none of that gonna be happening over in the Holy Land. Ain't gonna be no such thing. Okay, now let's go to Joel. All this is talking about the remnant in the future. And ain't nobody going but the remnant. So if you ain't part of that remnant, he ain't talking to you. Joel 2 and start at the 26.
Joel chapter 2, verse 26. And ye shall eat in plenty and be satisfied, and praise the name of Yahweh your Elohim.
That's right.
That have dealt wondrously with you, and my people shall never be ashamed.
Yahweh people ain't gonna never be ashamed. Did you tell them what book we in?
Yeah.
Okay.
And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel.
We gonna know that he's in the midst of Israel.
And that I am Yahweh your Elohim.
And he the only one.
And none else.
Ain't nobody else. They killed the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost in the New Testament and Buddha and all them other gods. He ain't studying it. Ain't no such thing as that. Read.
And my people shall never be ashamed.
And the true Hebrew Israelite, the Torah base, ain't gonna never be ashamed. We're gonna braggadocious about Yahweh all the way to the graveyard. Read.
And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, your old men shall dream dreams.
Talking about the remnant, what the remnant gonna do. Read.
Your young men shall see visions.
They're gonna be wise.
And also upon the servants and upon the handmaids in those days will I pour out my spirit, and I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness.
The sun gonna be darkness.
And the moon into blood.
And the moon gonna become blood.
before the great and the terrible day of Yahweh come.
That's a sign. When you see that, that's a great and terrible day. Read.
And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of Yahweh shall be delivered.
Whosoever should call up on Yahweh gonna be delivered. Right now they calling up on everybody other than Yah. These fools out here ain't calling up on Yahweh only. They talking about Hamashiach and Yahshua. That's a mess. When you call up on Yahweh only, then he gonna deliver you. Until then, he ain't studying you. Read.
For Mount Zion and in Jerusalem
For Mount Zion and in Jerusalem, what?
Shall be deliverance.
That's where the deliverance gonna come in at when we get back to Mount Zion and Jerusalem.
As Yahweh have said.
As Yahweh said it. I didn't say it. Yah said it.
And in the remnant whom Yahweh shall call.
In the remnant he's gonna call. That's corn right there. Boy, read that again. Read that 32 again.
And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of Yahweh shall be delivered.
If you calling up on Yahweh only, you're going to be delivered. Read.
For Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance.
That's right. That's what your deliverance going to be when you get there. Read.
As Yahweh have said, and in the remnant whom Yahweh shall call.
And who the remnant Yahweh should call. He didn't say everybody. He said the remnant. Okay. Now let's go to Isaiah 65. I think I want Isaiah 65 and let's start at the first verse.
Isaiah chapter 65 verse 1. I am sought of them that ask not for me. I am found of them that sought me not. I said, behold me, unto a nation that was not called by my name.
That's right. They don't call his name. They call up on everybody other than Yah.
I have spread out my hands all the day unto a rebellious people.
And we are rebellious people. Because we talking about everybody other than Yah.
Which walking in a way that was not good.
You walk in a way that's not good. You go to church and you believe in the New Testament. That ain't good. Read.
After their own thoughts.
That's your own way of living. That's how I was raised. My grandmama taught me. My granddaddy taught me that after your own way. They didn't teach you about Yahweh. They taught you about Christianity and the New Testament. Your grandparents didn't know nothing about Yahweh.
People that provoked me to anger continually to my face.
And you provoke Yahweh to anger to his face every time you go to that New Testament and believe what Peter, Paul, Luke, and John and JC said. Every time you open the door to one of them whole houses Christian churches, you provoke Yahweh. Read.
That sacrifices in gardens.
You sacrifice in gardens.
And burning incense upon the altars of brick.
And you burn the incense up on the altar of brick.
Which remain among the graves.
You remain among the graves. Go visiting the graves.
And lodge in the monuments.
And lodge in the monuments.
Which eat swine's flesh.
And you eat swine flesh every day, all day, because every Christian on this earth loves swine. So he talking to y'all. I ain't met a Christian yet that didn't love bacon and ham and chilies and pork chops and pig feet and pig tails. That's what y'all do every Sunday. Read.
And broth of abominable things in their vessels.
And broth of abominable in the vessel. Your pots and skillets are contaminated. That's what they're saying. Your pots and skillets and ovens is contaminated.
Which say, stand by thyself.
But you stand by yourself.
Come not near to me.
Don't come to me.
For I am holier than thou.
You ain't no better than me. Because I eat bacon and ham hocks and chilies. You ain't no better than me. Braggadocio. Read.
These are a smoke in my nose.
Yahweh say this is smoke in my nose. Every time you light that grill up on the 4th of July and all the other days, you light that grill up and got them snoots and pig feet on the grill. It smell like smoke in Yahweh's nose.
A fire that burneth all the day.
And it's a fire that burneth all the day.
Behold, it is written before me, I will not keep silence, but will recompense into their bosom.
He's going to recompense, going to break it off in you.
Your iniquities and the iniquities of your fathers together,
Your iniquity, because you got it from your father,
saith Yahweh, which have burnt incense upon the mountains, and blasphemed me upon the hills.
and blaspheme Yahweh up on the hill.
Therefore will I measure their former work into their bosom.
That's right.
Thus saith Yahweh, as the new wine is found in the cluster, and one saith, destroy it not, for a blessing is in it, so will I do for my servants' sakes, that I may not destroy them all.
Ain't gonna destroy them all.
And I will bring forth a seed out of Jacob and out of Judah, an inheritor of my mountains, and my elect shall inherit it, and my servants shall dwell there.
The servant that love Yahweh gonna dwell there. Okay, now let's go to Amos 2. Let me see. Yeah, let's go back to Amos. I got to read. Amos 2 and 4. Yeah, Amos 2 and 4.
Amos chapter 2, verse 4. Thus saith Yahweh,
Yahweh talking.
for 3 transgressions of Judah,
Judah got 3 transgressions. That's the tribe we from, Judah.
and for 4,
And for 4,
I will not turn away the punishment thereof,
he ain't gonna punish us.
because they have despised the law of Yahweh,
And the reason why he gonna punish us is because we despise his law, meaning we don't keep his law. The Messianics and the Christians and everybody else that call themselves everything other than the Hebrew. You're a Hebrew, but you just too dumb to know it. You brainwashed, hoodwinked, and bamboozled. I'm a Christian. I'm Messianic. I'm this. I'm that. Read.
and have not kept his commandments,
And ain't none of y'all Messianics and Christians keeping this commandment. So he talking about y'all.
and their lies cause them to err.
And your lies, that New Testament and Quran calls you to err.
After the which their fathers have walked,
And after your fathers had walked, your granddaddies and was on plantations, learning the way of the heathen. He didn't know no better. He just learned what Master Charlie told him.
but I will send a fire upon Judah,
He gonna send a fire upon us.
and it shall devour the palaces of Jerusalem.
That's right, in the Holy Land back then.
Thus saith
Now,
Yahweh,
that's the reason why we over here.
thus saith Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Israel, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they sold their righteous for silver, and the poor for a pair of shoes.
And say the Pope for a parachute. This talking about slavery when we was back in slavery, when they sold it for wine and corn and coffee and all that kind of stuff. That's what they did. Okay, go to Jeremiah 3. Yeah, I think that is. Jeremiah 3, start at the 11th verse.
Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 11. And Yahweh said unto me, the backsliding Israel have justified herself more than treacherous Judah.
Backsliding, right.
Go and proclaim these words toward the north, and say, return, thou backsliding Israel.
Almighty want us to return to him. Stop going to church and believing like these white folks and then do what he say do. Read.
Saith Yahweh, and I will not cause my anger to fall upon you.
If you do this, turn back to him, he won't cause you to have hard times.
For I am merciful,
and he is merciful to put up with us, because we some hard-headed, stiff-necked, rebellious people. You can't tell a black person nothing. They know everything. You can't tell them nothing. They've been brainwashed, bamboozled, and hoodwinked. Read.
saith Yahweh, and I will not keep anger forever.
Yahweh ain't gonna stay mad forever. If you turn to him,
only acknowledge thy iniquity,
only acknowledge your sins, your iniquity. You've been a rotten, dirty person. You've been rotten and wrong and did this and did that. Only acknowledge to him, to Yahweh, not nobody else. Read.
that thou hast transgressed against Yahweh thy Elohim.
And when you transgress against him, that means you believe in Christianity, Islam, and the New Testament, and pictures and crosses and statues and word cross. That's when you turn your back on Yahweh, when you're doing that kind of junk. Read.
and scatter thy ways to the strangers under every green tree.
That's right. You just like the stranger. Scatter, you got ways just like him.
And ye have not obeyed my voice.
And you ain't kept the laws, the statute, precept, judgment, commandment, because you doing what your grandmama and your granddaddy told you to do. And they got their teaching from Master Charlie, Plantation Charlie, when they was on the plantation. Read.
Saith Yahweh, turn, O backsliding children, saith Yahweh.
Turn, he say.
For I am married unto you.
Yahweh married us. Now he ain't married no Christianity or no Messiah. He married to the children of Israel. He married us.
And I will take you one of a city.
And he'll get that remnant is I get you one out of the city, one out of Chicago or St. Louis,
and two of a family,
and two out of Memphis, or two out of Arkansas, two out of family. That ain't but three of them.
And I will bring you to Zion.
Then I will bring you to Zion, because he know that people ain't gonna listen to obey his voice, but they gonna obey TD Jakes and Clefto Dollar voice and their mom and daddy voice. They ain't gonna listen to Yahweh. They gonna obey everybody's voice but his. Read.
And I will give you pastures according to my heart.
According to his heart. People that only believe in the Old Testament, not the New Testament. His heart.
Which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding.
And they gonna tell you the whole truth and nothing but the truth. They gonna sit you down and talk about the laws, the statutes, the precept, judgment, commandment. They gonna tell the truth.
And it shall come to pass.
Oh yeah, that was it. Yeah, that's all I wanted on that. Okay. Yeah. But so yeah, today's topic was about Yahweh only gonna save the remnant. And if anybody have any questions or comments, I'm ready to answer on the subject here. And if y'all want to talk about any topic or any subject, just let me know and I will talk about it next Shabbat. And the reason why Jessica, Martin, the reason why they ain't speaking the truth, because they scared, either they scared or they been brainwashed. One of the two. They either scared or been brainwashed. That's why they ain't speaking the truth. Ain't but two reasons why they ain't speaking the truth. They either scared or been brainwashed. And most of our people, both of them. Scared to death and brainwashed. But like I say, the Almighty only gonna save the remnant anyway. It ain't meant for everybody to understand and know this book. It ain't meant for them. I mean, the Almighty got you under a curse. Anytime you don't understand this book, you under a curse from Yah. He ain't studying. He gonna wake the blind eyes up. If you come into the knowledge of the truth and understand what's going on, then he working with you. He wants you. He looking at your heart, and he knows there's some good in your heart, and he wants you. But when you can't see and understand this book, the Almighty ain't studying you. And then the biggest lie they ever told, God love everybody. Y'all, that's a lie. He don't love no everybody. All they do is lie on this book. Then they tell me he got many names. He ain't got but one name. He ain't got no many names. He got one name. Hey, JF Freezer, is you back on air yet, brother? Like I said, if anybody have any comment or questions about what I just read about the remnant, type it in, let me read it. And then also, if you want to talk about any subject, any topic in the world, I have a class next Shabbat on it. Just let me know what you want to know about, and we're going to read it from the book. I ain't going to use my opinion or use my thinking or none of that. I'm going right to the book and let the book talk, and that's how I do it. I ain't gonna fabricate or none of that. I ain't gonna add, I ain't gonna take away. I'm going, and if I don't know, I ain't gonna answer because I don't know everything, and I ain't ashamed to say I know it. I know I don't. I don't know it. I don't know it all, but I know enough. I know what Yahweh love and what He hate. I bet you that. But when you learn better, you're supposed to do better. You know, we all have fell short before. Everybody on this earth that transgressed against the Most High, even me. Yes, normally all through Psalms it talks about. I can have a class on that about prayers. We'll talk about prayer, but He don't hear everybody prayers now. You have to be a certain kind of person for the Almighty to answer your prayer. He just don't, and there's a certain way you got to pray. The Almighty Yahweh is just because you praying, that don't mean nothing. Yeah, you have to pray a certain kind of way, and He, like I say, He looking at your heart, and He will answer your prayers, and sometimes He won't, and sometimes He will. Just because you praying don't mean He gonna answer your prayers. No, He don't work like that. Yeah. If you got Hamashiach or Yahshua, Allah, and Buddha on your mind, you praying to Him. No, he ain't thinking about none of that. Yeah, he like I say, He will take care of you now. I don't know your situation. I can't predict what's going on with you, but yeah, Yahweh, like I say, He create good and evil. There you go. All right then. That's right. Praise the mighty Yah. Hallelujah, Norma. That's right. Yeah. And see, the world been brainwashed. They want to put Yahshua on the pedestal, Hamashiach on the pedestal, Jason. They want to put him in the same cot with Yah. You can't do it. It's not gonna work. That means you ain't part of that remnant. Anytime you trying to put somebody with Yah, any kind of you ain't part of that remnant because the remnant know better. We're gonna give all honor and glory and praise to Yahweh, and that's it, and that's all. Nobody else. It's it. There you go. You're absolutely right. Yeah. Go there right quick. Go to Isaiah right quick. Something there right. Yeah, Isaiah, we got Isaiah 44 and 6.
Isaiah chapter 44, verse 6. Thus saith Yahweh, the King of Israel, and his Redeemer, the Yahweh of hosts. I am the first,
Yahweh say He the first.
and I am the last,
I'm the last, so that kills everybody.
and beside me there is no Elohim.
And then he tell you ain't no other God. That's right. So you right about all that. He by himself. Let's go to 43 and 10.
Isaiah chapter 43, verse 10. Ye are my witnesses,
All the remnant is his witnesses, because they the only one can witness this. The remnant. Read.
saith Yahweh,
Yahweh talking.
and my servant whom I have chosen,
He only chose a select few, which is that remnant. That's it. Read.
that ye may know
That
and
we gonna
believe,
know and we gonna believe. What?
that ye may know and believe me, and understand that I am He.
We already understand nobody but Yahweh. That remnant do.
Before me there was no Elohim formed,
Ain't nobody before him,
neither shall there be after me.
and ain't nobody coming on down the road later on. That's right. We know the remnant know this. Read.
I, even I, am Yahweh, and beside me there is no Savior.
Can't nobody save you or help you answer your prayers other than Yahweh. He the only one can do it. Read.
I have declared
Yahweh said, I declare,
and have saved,
I'm the only one can save you, not your God, only Yahweh.
and I have showed
And he have showed,
when there was no strange God among you.
because right now he showed when he went to all them plays in Egypt, when he played Pharaoh 10 times, he showed you then that he who he was. Way back in the biblical days, back in Noah's time, the flood, Moses' time, he showed you, he showed us. And wasn't no such thing with no New Testament or no strange gods. Read.
Therefore you are my witnesses,
And only the witnesses is the remnant.
saith Yahweh,
That's right, he talking.
that I am Elohim.
He the God. Ain't nobody else. Ain't no another one. Read.
Yea, before the day was, I am He.
Yahweh said before it was a such thing as was a day. It's day outside right now. Before that even was on the scene, Yahweh was already here. Before it was a day. Read.
And there is none that can deliver out of my hand.
Can't nobody deliver you from out of his hand. If he gonna kill you, bless you, or whatever, can't nobody stop it. The Almighty said, can't nobody get away from me. So your God can't stop Yahweh from doing nothing. JC can't stop Yahweh from doing nothing. Allah can't stop Yahweh from doing nothing. That's what this saying. Read.
I will work,
He said, I will work,
and who shall let it?
and ain't nobody can stop it. I sent a hurricane, a mudslide, earthquake, a tree on your house, or whatever. A hailstorm, a thunderstorm. He do it all. Can't nobody stop Yah. That's what he do. That's what the book's saying. You can't do it. Now, if you don't understand that, then that means you retarded or something wrong with you. I just read to you the man is by himself and it's all about Yah, and that remnant gonna understand. So if you don't understand, you ain't part of the remnant. It's common sense. When you don't understand what the book's saying, then you ain't part of the remnant. You going straight to hell. Now I ain't gonna sugarcoat it for you. Okay, skip on down to 44 and 24.
Isaiah chapter 44, verse 24. Thus saith Yahweh.
And every time I show y'all something, it's saying, thus said Yahweh. It ain't saying, thus said Paul, Peter, Luke, John, and JC. Yahweh talking in the first person. Read.
Thy Redeemer.
He the deliverer. Redeemer means deliver. Yahweh is the deliverer. Read.
And he that formed thee from the womb.
He the one formed us from the womb. Everybody came out of the womb. The Almighty did it. Your God didn't do it. Only Yahweh formed you from the womb. Read.
I am Yahweh that maketh all things.
He make it all things. So that kills everybody. He make all things. He the one made the tree grow, the sun shining, raining, whatever it's doing in your city, the Almighty doing it. Whatever's going on in your city, if it's raining, he doing it. If it's snowing, he doing it. If it's sunny outside, he doing it. If it's a hailstorm, he doing it. If a tree fell on your house, he doing it. Read.
That stretcheth forth the heavens alone.
He stretched the heavens alone. That means he made the heavens by himself. Alone means by himself.
That spread abroad the earth by myself.
He the one that made the earth by himself with no help. What was JC at when he made the heaven and the earth? What was Allah and Buddha and all the rest of them when he made the heaven and the earth? What were they? They wasn't even thought of. Wasn't no such thing with them.
That frustrated the
That's all I needed. So don't tell me about no other God. The children of Israel, the remnant is the only one got the true and living God. Everybody else got imposter, some junk, some made up, some lies, some BS. We the only one got the real deal. And we can't help because the Almighty chose the children of Israel. We can't help because we are the chosen people, but we are rebellious people too. Don't get it twisted. We are the chosen, but we are the hard-headed people too. With that. It was one guy on here. He said that Allah and Yahweh is the same person. So I want that guy to prove beyond a shadow of doubt what he's talking about. And if he can prove that they the same people, I'm gonna send him $1,000. So get back online. Now I'm gonna let you teach me something today. Since you made that statement earlier, you talking about they the same. Show me that they the same, and I'm gonna send you $1,000. All I need is your address. So that's a lie. Don't lie on the book. Now go to Deuteronomy. Yeah. Since they the same, I want you to show it to me. Go to Deuteronomy 4:1. Just for that one cat that made a statement earlier when I was teaching about the remnant. He's quoted on the thing here that Yahweh and Allah is the same person, same God, same thing. So I want him to get back on there and prove that, so you can get this $1,000 a day. Okay, start at the first. When you get back on there, don't do this. Read that first verse on down.
Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 1. Now therefore hearken, O Israel, unto the statutes and unto the judgments which I teach you, for to do them, that ye may live, and go in and possess the land which Yahweh Elohim of your fathers giveth you. Ye shall not add unto the word which I command you.
Hold it. Don't add to this book. So you can't show me. Don't add nothing to this book. Don't put nothing there. Read what it say.
Neither shall ye diminish aught from it.
Don't take away from this book. Don't add, no take away. Read.
That ye may keep the commandments of Yahweh your Elohim, which I command you.
Okay, but that's all I wanted. Okay, go to Proverbs 30. We ain't gonna do no adding and taking away. Not when it comes to this. So when you add and take away, let me show you what the book say about you. This is what it say about you when you're lying on this book. Go to 30 and okay, 30 and 5.
Proverbs chapter 30, verse 5. Every word of Elohim is pure.
Every word is pure.
He is a shield unto them that put their trust in him.
He gonna protect the one that trust in Yah. All the ones that trust, he gonna protect them. Read.
Add thou not to his word.
Don't add to this book.
Lest he reprove thee.
Lest Yahweh reprove thee.
And thou be found a liar.
And you gonna be a liar when you add to this book. So if you can't show me Allah in the Old Testament, you a liar. You a liar. Yeah, the book popping it. Read it again. 6, because I want to sink in to all them lying people out here in this world. Big liars. Read.
Add thou not to his words.
Don't add JC. Don't add Hamashiach. Don't add Allah. Don't add none of them people. Because you add when you say that. You're a lie and the truth ain't in you. Read.
Lest he reprove thee.
Lest he reprove thee.
And thou be found a liar.
And you're going to be found a liar when them names ain't in the Old Testament. If you can't find them in the Old Testament, you're a liar. So how you going to compare Yahweh with this imposter? No, he ain't got back on there yet. Everybody want to use their opinion, how they was raised, what they think. No, book. Don't talk me to death, book me to death. Now, normally, do you want me to have a class on by praying next week? Since you mentioned prayer, are you straight? I can talk about praying next week. Miss Rob Love, you want me to talk about anything next week? A special subject? Yes, please. Okay. Well, the topic next Shabbat gonna be about praying. And Miss Rob Love, you have anything else you want me to thank? Okay, I will. And we can talk about. I'm asking Miss Rob One Love. Does she want to talk about anything? You have a special subject or anything? Cause just about everything and anything we could talk about is in the book. Yeah, it's in the book. You'd be surprised and amazed what's in this book: crack, marijuana, prostitution, rape, all kind of all kind of subjects in this book. Okay. Yeah. Write that down because I don't want to forget about praying. Yeah. I don't want to forget praying. Talk about praying next week. Cross that on right there. Well, the one brother, I forgot his name, and he had commented, like I said, he had made a statement about what I talked. I mean about Allah, and he ain't got back on the earth. So I wanted him to prove to me what he said, if he can prove it. But if he can prove it, like I said, I'll send you some money, man. I ain't got no problem with it. Prove to me I'm wrong. I ain't got no problem breaking down, bowing down to you. Okay, go to Proverbs 16 and 25.
Proverbs chapter 16, verse 25. There is a way that seemeth right unto a man.
Hold it right there. There is a way that seems right unto a man. Everybody, it seems right to him. It feel right to him, but that don't make it right. Going to church seem right. Doing what the white folks do seem right, but that don't make it right. Watch what the book say.
But the end thereof are the ways of death.
The way it seems is the way to death. That's your ticket to hell. Going to hell. Death. Because it seemed right. How I was raised, how I was taught, how it is and how it seemed right. If you ain't doing it according to the Old Testament, it's wrong. I don't care how you was raised or what your preachers say or what your mom and daddy say or what your grandparents say. It's all about what Yahweh say. Yeah, Yahweh is what's happening, not what nobody else say, because ain't nobody got no heaven and hell to put you in but him. They gonna die just like you. So why would you listen to anybody other than Yahweh? And he the man. They going the same place you going, to the dirt. But Yahweh live forever. He ain't gonna never go to the dirt. Hold on, go to Deuteronomy. Show you that the Almighty don't die like JC died on the cross. Almighty don't do that. Yahweh don't do none of that. Let me see what. Okay. Deuteronomy 32 and 39.
Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39.
Now this Yahweh right here. Read.
See now that I, even I, am He,
He say he.
and there is no God with me.
And how many times he gonna tell you ain't nobody with him? No Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Ain't no such thing. Read.
I kill,
He say he killed, the Most High killed,
and I make alive.
and the Almighty, the only one can make alive.
I wound,
He wound,
and I heal.
and he the one healed.
Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
Can't nobody escape. Can't nobody get away from Yahweh. Read.
For I lift up my hand to heaven.
He say he lift up his hands to heaven
and say,
I
live forever.
Now, he don't want to live forever. Read.
If I whet my glittering sword.
That's right. If he wet a sword.
And my hand take hold on judgment.
On judgment.
I will render vengeance to my enemies.
He gonna render vengeance to him. Who is his enemies? Anybody that believe in the New Testament and the Quran is his enemy. That's what we talking about. Read.
And will reward them that hate me.
And them the ones that hate Yahweh, the ones that believe in Christianity and the New Testament and the Holy Quran, the Islam, all that junk, they hate it. The book popping it. Yahweh say you hate them. Read.
I will make my arrows drunk with blood.
He gonna make us ever drunk with blood.
And my sword shall devour flesh.
He gonna kill all y'all, many of y'all, with his sword.
And that with the blood of the slain and of the captives.
That's right.
From the beginning of revengeance upon the enemy.
Upon the enemy. You his enemy, boy, when you believe in anything other than him. I don't care who you is. You his enemy. That's right. Yahweh got plenty of enemies. The whole world is his enemy. Ain't nothing but the remnant love him. Just the remnant. Ain't nothing but the remnant love him. The remnant gonna stand out like a sore thumb because they ain't gonna do what everybody in the United States do. They gonna stand out. When you see one of the remnant, you gonna know, oh, he one of the remnant. Oh, when you see her, oh, she one of the remnant. They gonna stand out. No, they dress code gonna be, they gonna have them fringes on, beards on. All their clothes gonna be 100% linen, cotton, silk, or whatever, wool, 100%. They ain't gonna be playing no game. Yeah. So, I think I'm gonna get ready to close out. I'll probably take me a nap, lay down for a little while and get back up, read, lay back down, get back up. Yeah, but I'm gonna get ready to close out. But I want to give all honor, glory, and praise and worship to Yahweh by saying hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. And normally I'm gonna definitely have that topic, that subject next week. And I love all my brothers and sisters. And shalom, shalom.